Welcome my friends, and welcome to your bi-weeklies going from July 16th to July 31st. So before I start, just a few quick announcements. Welcome to all new people to this channel, and I hope you're going to like it. So if you do, please also join Facebook, and for every share post it's going to count like one entry toward a possibility of winning a free reading. Also, there is like 2-question offer for $45. You can check it on my website under July specials. And second special is X spread, which you can see from my X series released last week how this works. It is currently for $50. So let's start. Hi my friends Aquarians, I hope you're doing well. So let's see what is this period bringing for us. Okay, so I have actually drew a few cards which kind of going to be interesting. We have new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and compromise. We know how much we love this, right? Okay, so let's see what we have. It's pre-shuffled. 4 of Swords. Somebody, either us or somebody, needs some quiet time, and probably our friends are wondering if we are okay, if this is us, and why are not calling me, that kind of a things. Full reversed. This is great. Allowing ourselves to be foolish and jumping off the cliff sometimes is necessary, right? Like sometimes you have to basically try to live dangerously. There you go. In the base we have 10 of Cups. So I think we are feeding ourselves with emotion here. It's kind of like really important because that's kind of connected. What happened in the past that we actually bringing to present is the 7 of Wands. Kind of not a happy kitty over here, but somebody who kind of fought. This is my land, stay away, this is mine. Kind of like not so much for material things, not so much for land, but rather fighting for what we belong is us. We fought for us, and we kind of didn't care that it was like actually these many against us, but you know, we did our best. And this is kind of like still a position of some kind of advantage. So what is crowning us? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is my proverbial wife card, or this could be overspending. This kind of could be also thinking about our finances, but it also could be thinking about either our present partner or ex-partner, or like I'm wondering if there is an extra person influencing our relationships. And in front of us, wow, 9 of Cups. Well, look, some of us are still feeling sad, but it's not horrible. 5 of Cups reversed to me is like not the greatest card, but here it really tells me kind of like, guys, look, we have a 10 of Cups, we have 9 of Cups. Most of the days we're going to be happy and going forward, wishes will come true. So let's minimize these sad moments, because obviously it's dealing with something, and could be the third party that kind of like made us this defensive. So here we have again 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands reversed in the environment means something will happen, some surprising event will happen. And here we have like hopes and fears, King of Wands. There is like this charismatic king that appears, that talks to us, that wants to date us. See, this is this new love, and this is somebody with really strong will. This is somebody who kind of like really gets through our armor, like through our defenses, and somebody kind of like that gives this like new life. It's almost like we are a marionette, and now all of a sudden we get this like life breath into us. And this kind of could be either us going through it, or somebody showing up in their life that kind of gives us this new boost. And then we have like 6 of Wands. Wow, so going from 7 being defensive to feeling really in charge, feeling like a winner. It's actually a really good feeling. So all right, so let me see in more details over here. So In the past, we have Seven of Wands, and let's see what we were defensive about. It was the family union, or maybe we want a family with somebody else, right? It's kind of like, where do we go? So it's kind of interesting, like 10 and 10 that we have here, and a 0. So maybe something finished and we wanted to start something else. Ten of Pentacles generally is very, like, 10s, 0s, and 1s are complex cards. Oh, by the way, let's see what's on the bottom. Ah, Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, it was some kind of closure that has been reached. It maybe didn't come suddenly, but it looks like we are kind of like swimming into calm waters, and disturbance is not going to be as much as before, because we still kind of like, looks like, have some sadness, yes, in us, but it looks like soon we'll be turning around and realizing, yay, there are still things we can deal with. So this basically is obviously probably talking about why we are feeling this way. Yeah, of course. So yet another 9. So see, this is the period for us that certain things are finishing. We are putting a dot on it. It's not only the end of the sentence, but it's the end of the book. It is finished, and this could mean for some of us there is like the end of a long-term relationship, but also for the others this could mean getting to know ourselves to the point that we do understand what brings us happiness, what brings us fear, right? And this is something we have dealt with, that is kind of like coming to this period with some kind of understanding that this is what we want. We kind of need this emotional fulfillment. Again, there is, like, you see, the element of fear so far everywhere. Queen of Chalices. So is this us, guys? Is this us becoming romantic and becoming emotional and becoming nurturing? This is somebody who loves pets. Talking about pets, my pets are sleeping for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. Probably the heat is getting to them. So guys, cups, air, water and air, extremes. We are hoping for emotional happiness. We are hoping to kind of like encompass this big cup of love. This is like dreaming big, and at the same time we are feeling really foolish about it, kind of like, I don't think this is meant for me, is like what this kid is thinking. I cannot come down. I really cannot do it. I don't know what's waiting for me, and maybe I'm going to be hurt, and maybe this kind of new feeling is going to trap me. This also could mean that we are going to have assistance from a friend who could be born in a water sign, because the cards mostly talk about character, but sometimes they talk about a person. So it's very hard for me to kind of talk about astrology integration when I'm doing the Taroscopes, because right, it's always like so many different sub-signs. This is why I say, guys, check your ascendant and check your moon, check your Mars, check your Venus, and in the description you can see the site where you can get all of that information for free. So there is like this need for rest. It's lots of mental work, looks like that we did it. Some of us could have even been sick, but this is coming to kind of like return back to normal. Hierophant reversed. It's telling me that something like Hierophant is talking about the rules. It's talking about following rules that we all agreed upon, right? But it's not like Hermit. Hermit goes inside and tries to kind of go on his own path. The High Priestess is really very happy about obtaining the knowledge, but she doesn't care about sharing it with anybody else. And Hierophant kind of like wants to use this knowledge to lead, and to lead with rules that are established. So when it's reversed, like, looks like that either like it could be like, I mean, do as I say, but I'm not going to do as I say, not do as I do, kind of a thing, right? So it could be like this discrepancy. It also could mean that somebody is not committing to us, or we don't want to commit to them, and this kind of would make sense with that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and we keep coming back to it. Maybe this happened in the past, because this is like literally in our heart. Six of Swords reversed means rehashing the same situation, and maybe this is this mental work that is going on. So Fool reversed, what is crossing, is certainly talking about foolish, getting off the cliff, and it would be moving forward direction if it's upright, but this way again, you know, it's getting distracted in all directions. It's kind of like, yeah, it's still moving forward, but not with any concept in mind. And now the Judgment. So all these things from the past are actually surfacing and resurfacing, and it is basically saying, look, now you have a choice to kind of deal with this once forever, kind of like put a rest to it. And Judgment is one of my 4 karmic cards that kind of like say there is like a main touch of destiny that is calling you to really be careful about how you react with all these things happening, because right now, sure, you might feel pleasure of us being winners. Where was that? Six of Wands. But you know, if we don't treat people with dignity, this is going to come back to bite us later. See, Eight of Swords is saying just really watch our words. It's again somebody who's really studious, somebody who really craves, you know, truth, but it kind of like comes out in a really weird way, almost in a way that damages. So it's good to kind of like think before acting. So let's see what is about this Queen of Pentacles. Is this some kind of person? And it's a pretty Siamese cat. I'm surprised that Sophie didn't run here for her aqua reading. Wow, the Lovers. So who is our competition? Oh my gosh, this is actually good. So it could be somebody in the past that we lost a competition to, but the Justice is showing up. Like, we are going to be made up by karma. This is my 2nd karma card. 3rd karma card will be Wheel of Fortune, and the 4th one will be Ace of Swords. So 2 of them are already here. And these are the Lovers. It's this choice, right? So it's again talking about the choice we are making. And somebody maybe wasn't the best for us, and that's why karma took it away from us, because it wouldn't be the path that would make us happy. Because look, we actually do have happiness right in front of us, right in this period. Wow. And this actually can tell me, and this was 10 here, maybe some of us started our own business, maybe a new job, maybe promotion, and things start to work out. Yeah, setting new goals, setting new horizons. This is generally saying, look, I have placed this value, let's say value, on my ships, and now I'm waiting for that to come back to me. Something has been planted, because like the final, like everything that we actually so far did is actually coming back. And this is like the beauty of karma. Usually in the 9 phase, we get either punished or rewarded. So it's not really karma. This is more or less kind of vibration, because karma is basically just a soul contract we write for this life. But this kind of vibration is like you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So this month general vibration is 7, means we are going to go a little bit deeper inside, dig inside, you know, and kind of like it's going to be soul searching and kind of regaining our independence and who we are. So how do we feel? Why do we feel this way? Better to ask. Well, juggling life, or maybe somebody juggled us, or maybe we juggled somebody. This is us, guys, and it's not, again, it's still something hasn't been healed. This is basically saying and asking of us to become vulnerable. That is basically telling me that the help is available. We just have to go through day by day. So actually this doesn't mean juggling in this particular situation, because when the star comes here, it means we are not healing. And this is maybe why this Queen of Cups here could actually mean a really dear friend with whom we can talk about the fears. Could be even a counselor. So if you're like into this need for coaching or counseling, this is a really good time, because this is definitely switch, and it was something that is not just new now. Like, remember, like we did win against karma, we did push yourself, propel to the next stage. This is a continuation. So the outside environment, something will come and surprise us. When 901s comes here, like environment saying, hey, wait a minute, why the heck are you going in this direction? Look, you're all rounded, and like the strategy didn't work, basically, right? Because you're following the same things over and over again, and you're getting rounded. So when is this reversed? It's just kind of like nothing really works, and we get surprised, and this kind of like makes us wonder, because look, we have a 3 and then we have a 2. Well, what do you really want? Or maybe other people cannot comprehend what we want. Maybe the switch we did on people was something that was, as we usually do, Aquarians, shocking. To us is not shocking, to us it's just normal. Hey, I got this great idea, I have to do it, I have to do it. And others like thinking that you're like basically an alien, right? Wow, the world reversed, coming back to something. The environment is bringing us back to something. Why is that? We had Fool here, did we not? And now we have the world. So from 0 to 21, everything is here. So again, what kind of world we want to build? So this means going back, reconfiguring some kind of strategy. So this is not a great place to be, and this now explains why this is. It could be that even something on the outside is forcing us to fix it, and this doesn't have to necessarily be contained within our love life, because it's certainly over something that we want to continue doing. It's a decision making, and this is like now second 2 that I see. So is this King of Wands our new love? See, this is kind of a compromise card that we got here, and this is a card, and if you really want to kind of like lift yourself to the next level, it is a good to meditate on this card, right? Compromise, and you guys know that English is not my first language, even though I live in Canada like over 20 years. So this is a huge advantage that we speakers who have to learn English, we have to learn language differently. So we don't just absorb it because everybody speaks that around us, but we really have to understand etymology of the word. So compromise, com means together, promise, promise together. So it's not like here in English, like if you ask a speaker, they'll say, well, that means everybody gives up something. No, actually, you see, the meaning of the word is like both of them realize what works for them, and they're actually going stronger together. That's what actually compromise should mean. So think about it. What is compromise to you? Does it mean losing something or winning something? And I'm Croatian, for those of you who wonder, but with really, really mixed family tree background. So who is this King of Wands? Wow, the King of Wands is offering love. Where is that kind? Be careful, be careful. Gosh, this King of Wands is going to look too good to be true. So it might not manifest, but it certainly is going to be interesting encounter. So don't close yourself in your room. Don't but this does look like it's going to be question if we want to start, and I think this crow is related to that we are not healed entirely, because look, lots of things are happening, certain things we are coming back to repair, karma is stepping in, and there is somebody kind of like seeing us in a different light, because King of Wands is going to give us energy and ability to feel loved again. So at the end of the period, we are doing okay. We are back in the saddle. We are communicating. These are love communications. This could be communications from a distance. This could be traveling as well. It certainly could be expression of love. Whoa! healing, right guys? This is kind of like still feeling it in the heart, but this one is feeling terrorized by thoughts, feeling, wow, you know, I don't know if I can handle this anymore. I like literally I'm dead. But this kind of could be also that we are realizing, you know what, we are maybe inflicting pain on ourselves. So this is what literally these swords are falling out and allowing us to basically go into the new thing. So I'm going to clarify a few things here with my gypsy deck that I guess I was told you guys like it, so I want to use it. But there is really not much that I need to clarify other than I think the world reversed and the Ten of Swords, because I want to know a little bit more about it. So it looks like there are things that we are moving forward. We are closing everything that looks like a loose end, and on every level, on the financial, on emotional, and on spiritual level. So this compromise means we have to figure out what works for us, because as Aquarians we generally put other people in front of us and their needs before our needs. So there is something that I think is changing, and we have to figure out without compromising without compromising who we are, and still compromising to where we want to be. So why did that thief reversed? Yeah, what has been stolen from us? And I think it was a peace of mind. It's going to still be a period of time that we will still feel introspective. So what is this world here reversed? What is this world reversed? World reversed for Aquarians from the 16th to 31st. Falseness. Somebody lied to us. This is like still, or somebody might be, well, yeah, somebody, it's either thinking about somebody who lied to us, some lies that maybe have been spoken, haven't been spoken, and they made us very unhappy. So this is this unhappiness, or it's going to happen in this period of time. So let's see what is Ten of Swords reversed there. So it looks like here, like, I mean, in the beginning the healing was still not closed, but what is with this Ten of, yeah, you see, we are kind of, we have been our own worst enemy here. So it is kind of, because it fell reversed, even though I'm looking into this reading only in the upright. It's healing from somebody maybe who became our enemy. This actually can talk about the ex-partner as well. Yeah, this could be the third party situation, right? But it's also meaning that we are able to now actually laugh, and laugh truly, and not to have this kind of veil of sadness over that laugh. There we go, we are coming to ourselves. Like, I mean, feeling young in heart is really what is really good for Aquarians. And let me see, just this feeling, what is this all about? Yeah, thinking through it. That's what kills us, right, Aquarians? Like overthinking, look, we have an enemy again. So something happened to us. We lost trust in someone. That's what it is. Losing trust is everything to us, because trust is a mental thing, it's not an emotional thing. And that's maybe why it's very hard to go forward. Let's see, what is this Magician, because Magician reversed is lack of trust for sure. What is this Magician reversed? Yeah, it's kind of sides, right? Like, I mean, correspondence that maybe is not happening, maybe somebody left, maybe we left. Kind of like it is still that kind of nostalgic feeling, what could have been. But look, the communication will come true. And that kind of like, you see, I think the communication could be mental communication that will remind us and push the wrong buttons. So this is why the healing is really important, and kind of like moving forward from there. Yeah, you see, that healing is going to bring us to joyfulness twice, and cheerfulness and joyfulness. So Aquarius, like, we had a rough few months, but this is looking up. I really, really like it. So new love on the horizon. We might not pick it up, but you know, we are certainly going to put big steps into healing, because 9 is the last phase. 10, you kind of like put a bow tie on that and you're shipping it out. It's over. It's going up at this stage. So the worst is over. That's a great thing. So Aquarians, new love, what are you going to do with that? And for a private reading, please contact me, because this is general and it can affect many different aspects of you. So description and my website is in the box down there. Thank you. I love you. All the best. Next week, there are monthlies for August.